At 21, Nina Cara is active, athletic, and known for her winning smile on the tennis court. She's in fourth-year university, her whole life ahead of her.
I felt a strong intrinsic need to go ahead and do everything. I tried to accomplish everything at once, and I've always been a very high achiever and done really well at school as well. I wanted to have my PhD by the time I was 27 years old.
In the fall of 1985, however, as the leaves change color, Nina's life changes too.
And I remember I was playing badminton at lunch, and I thought maybe I had a ripped contact lens because my left eye, the vision, the periphery, I could see, but the central field was gray. I couldn't see anything.
After a few months of steroid treatment, Nina's eyesight returns to normal, and so does her life. She graduates with a major in psychology and begins a career as a social worker. In 1986, Nina and her sister go to the World's Fair in Vancouver.
And we were walking a lot. And I noticed that I was feeling really tired. And all of a sudden I couldn't walk. And my right leg was swinging out from the knee down. And I didn't know what it was. All of these unexplained symptoms were just showing up. And I didn't know what to do. So once again I talked with my family doctor, and he referred me to the MS clinic. And I remember thinking, this is really odd. Why would he do that? I don't have MS.
The neurologist who tests Nina doesn't agree. His diagnosis is definite.
Couldn't believe it. I had always been so healthy, and all of a sudden, and because I knew about the disease, I knew that it had no cure. I cried a lot because I knew my life would be different.
As different as it might be, life must go on. Nina moves to Montreal to complete her master's in psychology. Occasional numbness in her foot and leg spasms are reminders that MS is now part of her life. But it isn't until she graduates and moves to Vancouver with her fiancé that her health begins to crumble. She suffers from severe double vision and is prescribed heavy doses of steroids.
The day I was married, actually, I was still on steroids, so my face was a little puffy, and I wasn't able to walk properly. My legs were still a little weak. But so for me, it was a cover-up because nobody knew, not even my extended family in Vancouver. I hadn't told anyone.
Not long after her wedding, Nina's symptoms force her to stay in hospital for 2 months. She's not only taking drugs to ease the side effects of her steroids, but Prozac to relieve her depression. Eventually, Nina and her husband decide that it's best if she moves home, where her parents can look after her full-time.
She was just like a little kid again, so we had to take care of her. When I took her to the washroom, she was not even able to move her underwear. And I said to her, Nina, I'll do it for you. And she looked at me and she started crying. And she said, Dad, at this age, the kids are supposed to take care of their parents, not the other way around.
Unwilling to give up hope, Nina looks for alternatives to the medication that's almost as much a problem as the disease.
My uncle, who was seeing an acupuncture doctor for his back, had recommended acupuncture for the MS. My parents were quite hesitant for me to be taking something that didn't have that many studies to validate its effectiveness. But yet something inside of me was saying, it's okay, try it, it'll be fine.
In spite of his own reservations, Nina's father arranges an appointment with acupuncturist Dr. Stephen Ong.
And so I remember asking Dr. Ong, do you think you can do anything? And he goes, oh, don't worry, I'll have you up and walking.
Nina said, you think I'll be out of the wheelchair? I'll be walking? I'll be wearing my high heels? And the Dr. Ong, he just smiled and he said, okay, let me see what I can do for you.
Chinese medicine is different. Chinese medicine, in multiple sclerosis, is known as kidney qi deficiency, spleen qi deficiency, and also liver also have a weakness in the liver. So what I did is I tried to concentrate on treatments of these 3 areas, spleen, kidney, and the liver, and on top also I gave her the gluten-free diet plus vitamins, B complex and all these things to enhance the regeneration of the nerves.
As the acupuncture treatments progress, so does Nina. She adds more fresh fruits, leafy green vegetables, and homemade juices to her diet. She continues to take vitamin supplements and joins a yoga class through the MS Society.
He empowered me. He gave me the strength mentally, physically, to carry on. He kept telling me that, yes, you can do it. And every time I'd say, no, I can't, he'd say, why? And I thought, yeah, that's true, why can't I?
From the wheelchair, Nina progresses to a walker, then to a cane. She adds moderate exercise to the prescription, doing only as much as her body will allow.
After having gone through the suffering and pain, one could not believe how she was improving. But she was improving day by day. So it was a wonderful experience to see that life, which seemed to be going away, coming back.
And then in 1984, I went to see my MS doctor. I was seeing him every 6 months at that time in Edmonton, and he said, you know, Nina, I don't think you really need to use that cane anymore.
Every time when she come and visit me, I can see there's a progress of getting better, which makes me very satisfied. Nina is my teacher, like she come and teach me, you know, how to treat this multiple sclerosis and all these things.
For Nina, life holds more hope than ever. She's back at university with plans to become a psychologist. The future is still unknown, but the forecast is promising.
My advice to people who have MS, and especially the newly diagnosed ones, yes, it is a scary disease, but you can have control. You can. And it's a matter of letting go of a lot of very stressful situations, of coming to that awareness, seeing in your body how different things affect it, listening to your body. I think that knowledge gives you power, and power equals healing.